Hello, hello. What is going on, everybody? Let me 1 second here. Give everyone a chance to show up. Okay, I'm here. Why ain't you going? Why don't you see it? Okay. Hey, I don't know what's going on. All right. I want to mute. I got to make sure I'm taking care of some business here, guys. I've got 4 people here. Wow. Okay. Show yourselves. Who are you? Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I got some splaining to do. It's been a busy week today, and I have been very busy today. Very busy. So let's see, got 4 people in the chat or in the stream. I see like Cam's showed his face. Morgan Farm says he'll be there in 61ish. Tom's Food Factory is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Wonderful day in the neighborhood. It sure is. It's a rainy day. 7 people in the house. I'll take it. I don't get big crowds on my live feeds, but we'll take this one. Let's see here. John, good to see you. Welcome aboard. I don't know how long we're going to be live, but we're going to get on here for a little bit. I said I would go live to explain myself since I did not have my usual Saturday morning video. Yeah. The lovely Mrs. Rogers is in the house. Mulligan. All right. Jake is back. All right. So, Billy Hopper, good to see you, buddy. Oh, high school graduate. Seen Noah in Valley Station? Yeah, Noah's. I hadn't seen Noah in a little while. I hope he's doing well. Wow. Very good. Noah's one of my favorite people from the fire service. Trained me and taught me most everything I know about firefighting. Sure did. Let's see here. What we got here? Making sure we're okay. I got a couple things I'm checking on. It's been a little crazy. I just got down here right before it was time to go live, so so I'm checking to make sure everything. Can y'all hear me good? Video look okay? But hi, Michelle. See you're in the house from Pennsylvania. So we got Kentucky represented, Ohio's represented. Logan, I ain't sure where you're from. Like to have a big everyone represented. It'd be cool if I get to have all states represented. Go international too. So okay. Let me see here. Video looks good. You can see the fish. Yeah, that's my PB bass that I caught down in Arkansas. That was in 2009 Memorial Day weekend. Good deal. So yeah, I did not have a video today. I posted on Facebook that it was technical difficulties, and what that means is I screwed up. Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Gave him 20 years and walked away. Yeah. It was one of the high points of my life. I grew up in a fire department family. My dad was a firefighter. My uncle's a retired firefighter. My dad, of course, retired firefighter. And I retired after roughly 20 years myself. And I've been gone for a while. Michelle, Michelle Beverly's not much of a camera person, to be quite honest. So, and she's not feeling well today too. So, you'll see her in some videos here and there, but you probably will not see her in a live session. She's just not big. South Dixie, there you go, Billy. That's the department both Billy and I were on, South Dixie Fire. About, I don't know, maybe a year before I left, they merged with the Pleasure Ridge Fire Department, and I was a Pleasure Ridge firefighter for roughly a year. Rolling Smoke Barbecue, how's it going? Thanks so much for joining me. Yeah, got a little crowd here. I like it. Bring it on. But yeah, my video today, like I said, I basically screwed up. What happens, and I will explain myself. The videos you see on Saturday were typically filmed a week earlier, and that's kind of how we do it around here. Is we film. Well, I've got a glare. I'm sorry. I filmed and I take all week and I'll edit, do what I have to do, and I'll post it up to air on Saturday morning. And that works great. That works great 99.9% of the time. Not this time. Oh, okay. You saw a pic of Beverly on it. Yeah, she'll stand for a camera. Thank you so much. She's been my bride for almost 22 years. So coming up here in a few weeks, Valentine's Day is our wedding anniversary. So yeah. But yeah, last weekend I shot a nice video. I'm pretty sure it would have been a good video. It was on the gas grill. Even with that, I think it was going to be a good video. I feel like that. I say that now. Nice big pork loin. Fed the whole family. Had the family over, and shot it. We ate food, and I copied. I took the little disc out of my camera and stuck it in my laptop, and I moved everything over to the laptop. And when I did that, I realized that I had copied it, not moved it. I said, okay, no problem. So I went back over to the disk side and I deleted the files. So now I got them over on the laptop, got rid of them on the disk. What I did not realize when I copied them to the laptop was I did not copy them. I shortcutted them. That was bad. That was bad. And on top of that, I deleted the files on the disk. My fault. All my fault. So I had no files. The shortcutted to nothing. And I could not get them back. Could not get them back at all. And so I did not have a video. And just a stupid mistake on my part. So there you have it. That's my technical difficulties. So we'll do better next time. I was going to shoot a video for what we had for dinner tonight, but I just ran out of time. So I rushed to get dinner cooked so I could get down here and join you guys. Shortcut. That's right. Shortcut. It was not a copy. It was a shortcut. So yeah, about 30 minutes worth of film that I would have edited down to about 10 or 12 minutes. Gone. Oh, well. Let's see. I'm getting caught up in the chat here. 24 years in December. Nice. Nice. Yeah, but that's right. Beverly, yeah, has retired. She's enjoying retirement, I think. Getting pretty lazy. She's trying to be lazy, but I keep coming home finding stuff done. So she's doing something. Well, she's been sick this week, to be fair. So yeah, she has been sick to be. So, but she has been doing stuff around the house. So, but it's okay. She just retired, so it's time to be lazy as much as she can for a little bit. So, okay. Yeah, poop happens. It definitely did. That was a doozy. In my book, that was a doozy. I've only had one other. I don't. The last time I don't know what happened, to be honest, because I shot a whole video and I thought everything was fine, but for whatever reason, I had no sound at all. And at the time, well, I still never really done a voiceover. I should have done a voiceover on it, but had a lot of videos. This is a long time ago, actually, and the whole thing, I just didn't have sound. I don't know what happened. I thought my microphone was hooked up right, but whatever happened, that one kind of blew. That's the only other time I've had a video that was I couldn't use. I've had a few that were so bad that I just didn't. I was embarrassed posting it. But other than that, I haven't really had much issues. But yeah, this was a doozy. I thought it was going to be a great video, and I deleted it. Didn't mean to, but I deleted it. So okay. Yeah, don't forget about that. 20 years in March. I think we're 22 years. 20. Is it 22 or 23 years, babe? I don't know. I'm losing track. 2001, 2025. Pretty sure this is 23. It's 23 years, ain't it? She's upstairs watching. I told you guys last week that the next time or whenever it was I went live, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, I said I'd probably be on my new 22. Okay. 23 years in February. Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought. So I was wrong. 23 years she's put up with me. Tell Ken to make his own drinks. I've got a bottle. That ain't much here, so I gotta nurse it. Yeah, we've been together. We was together 3 years before that, actually, before we got married. So yeah. Let's see. What do I use for editing videos? Adobe Rush most of the time. I have Adobe Premiere, but I really haven't been using it, so I think I'm gonna get rid of it. But when you get Adobe Premiere, you get Adobe Rush too. And honestly, I use Adobe Rush more than I use anything. So I'm just going to get rid of the Premiere for now, and just go with the Adobe Rush. I like it. It's easy to use. I pay annually, so I get the subscription with it. So anytime they update the software, you automatically get the software. So I do the annual subscription. I think it's about $100. I don't remember right offhand, but I think it's right around $100 a year, maybe a little bit more. So yeah, I like it. There's a lot of good free software out there. I just never dug into it. I just like knowing I'm getting automatic updates every time, and it's like I said, the Adobe Rush is fairly simple to use. Good for a guy like me. Check out the chat. I think I started to say it. I told y'all next time I got on here, I was going to be trying to use my new streaming software with multiple cameras, and it's set out here. And I was playing with it earlier today, and honestly, I'm not having much luck with it. So I'm going to have to do some more digging, some more research, and figure out how to use this thing. So hopefully, I can bring you some live streaming with different camera angles. And hopefully some live cooks in the future. So that's my goal. But I have broke the box open and I have started plugging things in. Realized I got some cords that don't work. I bought some wrong cords. Little things like that. So we'll figure it out. I'll keep playing with it. I'm an old man. I'm an old dog trying to learn new tricks, and sometimes it is what it is. So, okay, guys, let's see what you got here. I'm going to get caught up in the chat here. Tell Kenny to make his own. Absolutely, yeah. I'm set up to make my own drinks tonight. We're ready. Meanwhile, I still got this one. Okay. Okay. I think I'm good. Tom, yeah, I've been raining here too. Yeah, it was really cold. Of course, I think it's been cold for everybody. And that's warmed up. I ain't even sure what the temperature was today. I was out in the garage a big chunk of the day playing with my new buddy heater. Got my buddy heater set up out there and fired it up today. What was the temperature today? I really don't know. It's currently 45, so it's warmed up quite a bit. It's a little chilly in the garage. Of course, with the rain, everything's just damp and muggy. Um, I got a big project I was working on. I've hinted at it in the past. I've got this big project built, and I can't tell you what it is yet, but there'll be a video coming soon. There'll be several videos coming soon, to be honest with you. But I've agreed not to talk about it yet. So you'll see that soon, but it was built today. But I got after my new buddy heater. I ordered the buddy heater, the bigger version. I think it's 18,000 BTU. Which is about right for my garage. I ordered a hose to it, adapter hose to go straight to a 20-pound tank, but the hose has not come in. It's set up currently to use 2 of those 1-pound propane tanks. As fast as it goes through them, I'm hoping I get that hose soon. So, although it did better than I thought, I turned it on high today. When I first went out there. And it heated up the garage pretty good. Had no issues really. Well, I did have an issue because it's been cold and damp outside. Whenever I fired up the heater, the entire floor turned to sweat. It was slick. Had to be real careful. The whole floor got wet. So I'm out there working on this project and it's about to slide around. One time I had to get on the floor. My butt got all wet. It was a couple times I had to get all the way on the floor. But and that's hard on an old man. But we got it done. Let's see here. When you retire, you're gonna throw out all the tech. Too much argument, yeah. Technology has been my career. That's another news story I'll share with you. I hinted a few videos or a few live streams back. Buddy heaters are awesome. I do like this. This is new to me. I've needed a heater in my garage for a while just because there's stuff I want to do in the wintertime. I just can't get out there. I'm hoping this changes all of that. Gives me a good excuse to go clean my garage now because it is a mess. I promise you it's a mess. We've got some things in the project, but yeah. News outside YouTube is I've told y'all because I've been a little slow getting back into the whole video thing and doing my food reviews and all of that. I will get back into that, I promise. But we've had some life changes that's happened very recently. I hinted a while back there's some things going on in my life, and it's all positive. Everything's good. This is all great news for me anyway, and my family. As for the last couple months, I've been in talks and going through interviews and whatnot. And within the last week and a half or whatever, I accepted a new position with another company, and it's huge. This one was huge. It's I've been with. It's been kind of bittersweet still. I had a very nice offer from this company called the Metropolitan Sewer District. I've worked with MSD for many years in my current job that I've been with for, good Lord, 25 years. Yeah. I basically design sewers for a living. I'm using AutoCAD and go through the whole process of submitting construction plans and whatnot to MSD. Is just one of the agencies here in Louisville, controlling the sewer and the drainage and whatnot. You've got the Louisville Water Company. We got to submit plans to, just to make sure there's no conflicts with water. And that's the job. There's, I say, the electric company. You got to make sure there's no conflicts with underground electric, yada, 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 yada. When you go on to get your plans approved. A couple months ago, MSD, the same people I've worked with for many years now, reached out to me to see if I was interested in going to work for them. And we had some conversations going back and forth, and the whole process of interviewing and posting positions, and because basically it's a big bureaucracy. Posting back and forth, and I applied for the position, interviewed for the position, and I thought, I pretty much assumed I would get an offer. And I was totally prepared to not accept that offer. When I got the offer, I was totally blown away by it. And I'm not going to tell you how much, but it's I can work the rest of my life at my current position, and I'll never make what they offered me to start. And so I accepted the position. I start here in a couple weeks. Here in 2.5 weeks. I started on the February 19th is when I start the new job. I'm currently finishing up transitioning out of my current position, and I'll be there another week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever it is. I don't know what day it is, but so yeah, that's been huge. So in that, I'm going through a process, which is probably gonna, if you don't see me post a video here in the next few weeks, I plan on getting you some videos, but if something happens I don't understand, I'm going through a transition. And once I get started and settled in, things will get back to normal, I hope. And we can get back to doing a regular type thing. But yeah, there's some things I have to do. I went a couple days ago, and a few days, whatever it was, Wednesday. Yeah, had to do a drug test and a physical, and I got to do some other stuff and do a bunch of paperwork and sign my life away and whatever. Whatever. Donate about 3 gallons of blood, stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on, but yeah, that's big news for us and my family, and it should be a major benefit for us as far as living, because as much as I enjoy YouTube, it pays for itself. It doesn't pay for the whole family. So, okay. What? Excavator. Okay. Yeah. We definitely work with those guys. Yeah. Basically, we go into a subdivision or a big site development or commercial site, and we do everything but the buildings. Pickles, what's going on, buddy? I haven't seen you in a long time. Man, good to see you. Good to see you, Charlie. Yeah. Excavate. Yeah. We do everything but the buildings. All the water, the sewer, the gas, the pavement. It's everything but the buildings themselves is what we do. Any subdivision you go to, it's basically what we do. You hear politicians say, what's the word? Well, I just went blank, but yeah. We need to do. I forgot the term, so just never mind. That's gonna bug me now. Well, crap, that messed me up. But Charlie, good to see you, man. Good to see you on here. I haven't seen you forever. How's it going, my friend? I call it auto cucumber. Just make nice. So, okay, let me. Good Lord, I never mind. We call it infrastructure. That good Lord, that's the word I was trying to find. You hear politicians talk about we got to build infrastructure. We do infrastructure. My new position, I'm going to be the guy at MSD, Metropolitan Sewer District, who gets the plans and review them for the people, like what I'm used to do or going to be ending. um, but yeah, I'm going to be on the other side of what I already do. So I'll be a plan reviewer, and I'll be approving those plans, hopefully approving them. And so, okay, I hear you. I hear you, Charlie. I hear you. Always wishing the best for you. But it's really good to see you in here. Let's see here. I don't know who all's out there. I'm going to paste this. Okay. So, yeah. Let me get caught up. So, yeah, it's all good. Your ex-wife is a city planner. You know a lot about that sort of stuff. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Yep. You would. You've been around it. So, yeah, that's my news. It could conflict, at least temporarily, until I get going there and get settled in. Hopefully that things will get settled down. And I'm going to have to learn their system and everything. Again, I'm an old man, old dog learning new tricks. So should be fun. Should be fun. It was funny because literally 2 weeks before I was officially reached out to, I received, I believe it was 2 emails from employees there, and people I've worked with for years, and with literally an email that said, "I hear you coming to work here. Rumor has it you're coming to work here." And at that time, I had no clue what they were talking about. And it was a couple of weeks later, their boss reached out to me and just said, "Are you interested?" And I said, I'm interested enough to listen to you. I can't make any promises." and I didn't. Again, even when I got the call for an offer, I was prepared to say no, but obviously I did not. So I will be my current boss, soon to be ex-boss, is calling me Darth Vader. He says I'm switching to the dark side. So, definitely, yeah. Okay, dealt with in-ground pools. That'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be cool. I did some reading on the codes and stuff for in-ground pools, and I never had to deal with it. I was ordering some standard documents for something else, and I happened to see it, and I said, "Well, that's interesting." I didn't know there was any real ground rules for in-ground pools, but quite a few actually. So that's the most I've ever dealt with in-ground pools. So it's reading some documents on standards. What's the Darthkin? Nice. Yeah, call me Darth Vader for sure. Because the people at MSD, when they're given a hard time, they get talked. But I'll be the one, that asshole. I'm gonna be that guy from now on. So I'll try not to, but you send me a bad plan, I might just mark it up. So okay. 30 minutes and going strong. I'm having a blast. Still got 8 people. I say that. I don't know for sure that that's right. I've seen it when it said 1, and I know 4 people were constantly talking. So I never know what that counter is saying. So, okay, let me get caught up here. What's the best time to look at horses? I typically don't start looking until about a week before the race. I start looking at them probably, you got the Arkansas Derby and all those qualifying races. I try to keep up with it, but it's very hard. And it's kind of like predicting a presidential election when you got 30 candidates. You really don't know what's going to happen. Um, as we get closer, I'll start about 3 days before the Derby. I'll start reading the racing form, and I'll generally make my pick within a couple days, or I'll have close. Because the horses are going to scratch. It's just really hard. But I'll start looking at horses. I'll try to keep up with the other qualifying races. I know the Arkansas Derby is one everyone looks at because they're going to have some good horses in that race. I'm drawing a blank on some of the other races that's qualifying races, but they'll start doing several races leading up to the Kentucky Derby. And there'll be many horses that are qualified to run that just won't because these trainers know what's going on. Horses have good days and bad days just like us, so that could definitely affect it. But I won't have a horse really till about a day or two before the Derby, and I won't know how I'm going to bet it. I never really win money on the Derby itself. Occasionally I do, because I generally I'm going for the money, and I'll do exotics. I'll try to put together a big trifecta. I'll have it in like my pick six or whatever. Pick sixes, I bet a lot of pick threes. So I try to make sure I have the Derby being the last race of a pick three. And a pick three, for those who don't know, I'm trying to keep up with the chat too, guys. The pick three is you have to win. You have to hit 3 races in a row. And it's really hard to do. But I've made a lot of money doing that. I've lost a lot of money doing that too, but they're fun to bet, and I try not to bet the whole house and everything else when I do it. But yeah, I was hung up on the auto cucumber. So yeah, I started looking at horses in the pre-qualifying races. I try to keep up with it. It's really hard for me anymore, but yeah. But I won't pick a horse till probably a day or two before the Derby. That's really where I'm at. Once that racing form comes out and I can really sit down and study that racing form, I won't really know because I'm that guy that does not want to bet the favorite. I will if I have to, but I don't want to bet the favorite. And I'm always looking for a reason not to bet the favorite. Because the favorite only wins about, 30% of the time? That's just the way it is. Let's see here. You like cucumbers. I can imagine why you would like cucumbers, Pickles. You just love the mint. I love a good mint julep. I love a good homemade mint julep. I do not like the syrupy stuff liqueurs that you get at the track and pay $10 for. I don't like those. But a good homemade mint julep, I love. And I think I did a video. I don't know if I did it on this channel, but I have done a video. I had another channel that was dedicated to cocktails. Yeah, auto keep. What the hell is that? All right. Sorry, guys. I'm getting caught up in the chat. Let's see here. John, I hope I answered your question. That probably wasn't very helpful. You can get on there and you can look up Derby qualifying races. There's several races where these horses will qualify to get into the Kentucky Derby. A lot of them look really good early on, but they just don't make it, or they fall apart, and the trainers will pull them before then. And I think the Derby is really the only one that they allow up to 20 horses in. Most of the time they cut it off at like 14 horses, but the Derby, there's so many that one in, they took it up to 20 horse field. What are my plans for the channel in 2024? Ask Pickles. Well, Charlie, really to continue the same thing. I've got, I want to continue to get back into the, well, I want to get back into the food review that I started in 2023. I have not done one yet for 2024, mainly because of everything going on. We'll get back into that. I don't know how that's going to go. We'll probably do some frozen food reviews. The fast food reviews, I don't know how well that's going to work out, because I did a lot of that on my lunch hour. Fast food restaurants, if I see something new, I want to try it. I don't know how much fast fooding I'll be doing at lunchtime at my new position, because that's in a different part of town. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But I could see some more frozen food reviews. I could see some of that. I would like to get more into the cocktails, but I keep saying, and I say that I don't get a lot of views on mixology videos, but I enjoy doing them. So I might try to bring some of that, more of it back. That requires filming time. We'll see how that goes. I've been kind of doing a cocktail every once in a while, as I can. I make a lot of drinks, but I don't film a lot of drinks. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I want to bring back more cocktails. I definitely want to do that. Want to do some more outdoorsy stuff, not just outdoor cooking. I tell you what, the entire goal of this channel in the beginning was outdoors, some camping, some fishing, stuff like that. And I tell you what, my boat sets a lot now, and I'm considering getting rid of it and replacing it with something else. But I definitely want to get back into doing some fishing videos. Or I say get back into it. I've never really started. I bought equipment to do fishing videos, but I've never really gotten into it. But I'm considering, here's my plan. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm considering selling my bass boat, because I'm just not able to use it right now. It just needs some work. I'm considering selling it and buying a smaller boat, like a Bass Raider or something. Or one of them smaller 10-foot that I can just throw in the back of the truck and put together pretty quick and get out, even if it's just for a few hours. Do some fishing, hopefully catching. But that's kind of something I want to push harder on, because honestly, Ken Rogers Mostly Outdoors was supposed to be more than a cooking channel. It always was. I don't know if I can draw that views from that, but that was the original intent for Ken Rogers Mostly Outdoors. So, and I still haven't done it. So we've been, I don't know how long we've been on here, but yeah. But I think I started in 2016. In fairness, I started filming with the Ken's Home Cocktails. It's a totally different channel, no longer exists. And then when I need to get caught up here. Okay, and I'll get caught up. But yeah, the Ken's Home Cocktail. When our grandchildren come to live with us, that was at the time devastating. Over time, it turned into a true blessing. But it was in the beginning, it was devastating because it could have shut us down. I didn't even film anything for a year, and as we got settled, started learning how to be parents again. I started. I didn't want to do drink videos because I didn't want a 18-month-old boy crawling up my leg while I'm trying to make a drink. So I didn't. I just kind of shut that down, and that's kind of when I started the cooking thing, and that's what grew, and that's what brought me to where I'm at. So we're still not huge, but I think we've grown, and the channel is actually paying for itself now. So yeah. Yeah, fresh caught bass on an iron scale. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Love it. Crappie, some of my favorite. Walleye. The lake that I fished the most, which is actually over in Indiana, they've been stocking a lot of walleyes, and walleyes some of the best eating fish in my opinion. Trout. I've been trout fishing. I've caught trout, but I haven't done a lot of trout fishing. So I remember my neighbor where I used to live years ago would do a lot of trout fishing. Man, he would throw some trout on the grill in foil, and it was just amazing what he did with it. So yeah, that'd be good. Let's see, good stuff. Probably never filmed one, probably because you suck as a. I don't claim to be real good. I just enjoy doing it. So yeah. Catch and cook, absolutely, that would be fun. If I got into the camping, I've actually got Beverly interested in possibly a small RV as a future purchase. So that'd be a great video. Just film a whole weekend. Do a little. Let's see. Yeah, that just do a whole little weekend and fishing and whatever, and do make it a cook part of it, catch and cook, and maybe I can do something at the campground. So that's kind of stuff that I want to move towards as we go. As I get older, I'm a fair weather fisherman, so I don't do a lot of cold weather stuff. Used to when I was younger. Do I like French onion soup? I don't know that I've ever had French onion soup. Let's see here. Fish suck at biting. I like it. Last time you harassed by a ranger, came across more snakes and never had a nibble. Yeah, some days are just like that, unfortunately. So they call it fishing. If you caught fish every time, they call it catching. Some days, yeah, there's just. I've always lived the life of even the bad day at the lake is still better than a good day at work. So it's just, yeah. I'm sure I missed something here. I get to run in my mouth. I can't. Derby's the last minute thing. Yeah. Like I said, I'm watching a little earlier, but I don't make any final decisions because I'll generally, when I place that trifecta bet, I invest a little money towards it. So one day it's going to make me rich. I do a trifecta, and I'll invest a little money towards it. And I'm just not putting one horse in each spot. I might be putting a couple horses in a spot, first, second, or third, whatever. That's so I'm going for the win. I try to pick that winner, and then I'll try to mix it up, going for the place and show there. And I've hit a few trifectas, but they generally, if a favorite's coming in, they don't generally pay very well. So okay. No fish catch a snake. I've caught a snake before. That wasn't pretty. French onion soup is a grill. Made on charcoal grill. Okay. I'm interested. Yeah. Hold on, I got to try it. Okay, that's two people. French onion soup. I'm going to have to remember that. Julia Child recipe. Okay. All right, guys. I have a problem. I don't know if I can get you in here. It's the same old drink you always see me make. But I will attempt to get you in here. We'll try here. Oop, a little bit. Oh, wait, there we go. If I ever get this other streaming stuff set up, working properly. It's going to happen, guys. I promise. I hope. I'm going to have a totally dedicated camera just for drinks, and I might do some live drinks. And a little Sprite. Sprite zero sugar this time. Most of the time that'd be 7-Up zero sugar. All right, guys, get back on this pretty mug. All right. Cheers to you guys. Okay. Start with the mint juleps. Hey, you never know. I have the pre-mint syrup. Yeah, you never know. That could happen. Yeah, I make a pretty good mint julep. I'll be honest with you. You got to prepare those in advance for your mint syrup. You got to prepare that in advance. Let's see. Caramelized onions every month. Broth simmer. Okay. Yeah, Julie Chan. Yeah, she'd be. I agree. Okay, guys. You got anything for me? Any questions for me? I'm a loner tonight. Here, I ain't a loner. We've had a pretty good crowd for this channel. Wish you live closer. Yeah, I do. I'll be honest. I'm pretty proud of my mint juleps. They're a little strong. They're sweet, like a mint julep's supposed to be. But original mint julep is supposed to be a good hard drink with that sweet mini flavor. So yeah. Let's see. Stevie Steve, what's going on? What is going on? Welcome to the program. We're just hanging out and chit chatting. I'm telling all my sob stories for the week. There are really not a lot of sob stories. It's been the only sob story is how I screwed up my video. So, other than that, it's been pretty good. So yeah, you got anything for me? Any questions? Lay it on me, guys. I can handle it. We're pushing an hour. I don't know how long we're gonna go. If everyone's here, we might go a little bit longer. I do got to address my wound here in a little bit. That's a sob story, but we won't go there. I think I've told you I have a leg wound that's got infected, and I've been fighting the infection for a while. Been an up and down road on that one, but it's slowly but surely. I think we might be on a path to healing finally, but we'll see. We'll see. I see a wound care doctor once a week. So fighting the infection, as long as it doesn't get any worse, we'll be okay. Had a little scare this week because it was getting worse, but I'd like to think this new medication is actually helping to kill that infection. And yeah. And French onion soup is now, it's got an acronym now. Wow. Now I really got to look this up. It's called the FOS. That's so people can't handle all the acronyms. Let's see. I'm gonna look into. Matter of fact, let me write this down. Writing it down right now. Sounds like a good wintertime project when I can't get outside. So y'all talked me into it. I'm gonna look into it. Make sure I haven't missed anybody. Let's see here. I got out and I went out in my boat and had $1,000 worth of work put into it, just servicing it, and went out one time, ran like a dream. I fished for a little bit. I mostly got out just to run the boat, and it ran really good. But no, I just haven't been out in it, and so I think we're going to sell it. I do believe we're going to. We'll see how that goes. But when I sell it, I'm going to buy a smaller boat that I can just throw in the garage, and it won't be affected by anything. So that is my current plan. We'll see how that goes. Let's see here. Daddy Dutch Barbecue. What is going on, buddy? You're a little late, man. Let's see here. Man. All right. Look who showed up, Kent. Pickles is in the house. So, yeah, boy. But, yeah, it was funny. I was out the garage today, man. I turned on that heater, and the whole floor just turned to sweat. It got a little tricky walking around there. But that heater works really good. I just can't wait to get my hose, my adapter hose, so I can go to the 20-pound tanks. I seen, yeah, Ken. I seen earlier. I seen a post where you had you were doing some competing today. So all right. So yeah, boy, I hadn't been on Facebook or anything much today because I've been out there working. But yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, he was in. What was that? I forget which one it was. Michelle. Y'all know me. I don't compete. I just don't. I ain't got time for it. Whatever. Can't jump. That's no problem. No worries. You're on a calculator, but there's this. Yeah, it's all good. Winter thaw. That's right. That's the one I seen. Seen you posting on. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we was out there. I can't wait till I can show you what's going on with my garage project today. It got done though. John, I can't tell you yet. I'm obligated to. I've sworn to secrecy on this one, but you will see it soon. I promise. Yeah, I could tell you, but I have to send in Bubba. I can't. I just can't do it yet. It's coming. I promise. It's coming soon. I basically have to do a review on something, but it was so cold. I've had this thing for a month, and I haven't been able to build it. And I got out there today, and finally got the garage heated up enough where I can get out there and work on it. And it's done, and I'll start filming on it. And you'll see it soon. I promise. It's coming. I might throw you a sneak peek here and there, and we'll see what's going on with videos coming up. But I'm doing a review. I got to do some filming before I do that review. And you'll actually see the review before you see the videos that I'm filming. How about that? What's a calculator? Kind of like an abacus Michelle, but it takes. That's wrong. I love it. Your first red cake. I remember when calculators were new, man. They were like $40, $50, man, for a little dinky thing, little basic calculator. That is hilarious. Abacus with a battery. I love it. Yeah, I have to send Bubba. I can't. I'm sworn to secrecy on this one. Yeah, it's a product I already have, but I got a newer, better version. And I say newer. It's a more up to date version of an old product I have. And they swore me to secrecy. Casio calculator watches are all the rage. Oh my god. Mr. Funny Man. So, all right. What we got here? We're about an hour in here. We'll go a little bit longer. Y'all seem to be hanging around. That LED sucked the battery. So, all right. Hang on. Let me see something over here. I'll be right. I'm still here. Y'all, I'm just looking at something else real quick. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. I'm a one-man show here. I don't have a staff here to help me out. Yeah, my staff she's sick tonight. She's up there. I haven't wore a watch in years either. They mess with yeah. Protect yourself from fads. Don't get a face tail. Mine says oh my god. Let's hit yeah, hit that like button, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely hit that. I appreciate it. We do need to hit 10,000. I've been now I'll be honest, I don't pay a lot of attention to my subscriber count. Now when I was below 1,000, it was a big deal to me. It was you had to hit that 1,000 to get monetized, plus what 4,000 annual likes or what, I forget how it all works now. But once I hit that, it took me like 3 years to get to 1,000 subscribers, 2 or 3, whatever it was. And then I went from like 1,000 to 3,000 in less than a year. Then it was like from 3,000 on, it's just kind of been a slow gradual thing. And I'm okay with it because this is not what I plan to do for a living. But yeah, it's just been a slow gradual growth after that. So it's been fun. I'm still having fun doing this. Let's see, good. I'm going to be in a freak show somewhere one day. That mysterious untattooed man. It's all about views, baby. You're right. It is about the views. I agree. That's where the money's made, is in the views. I don't get enough of them. Yeah. Someone asked me if you take a million views or a million subscribers, which would it be? And I said it'd be the views. I'll take the views over subscribers any day. I want subscribers. Don't get me wrong, but I want more views. Yeah, no tats here. It's no tattoos at all. Well, there's that. Never mind. Just kidding. Growing pains. um. So okay. Okay. Y'all got anything for me? Questions? Comments? Rude comments? Oh, looky here. Daddy Dutch is in the house. What's going on, my friend?
How you doing?
Doing good. So did you win?
No.
No?
No. We had a bit of a rough day today. 38 degrees most of the day. You know, I saw your title. I screwed up.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I have two different sauces I use. One for chicken and pork. The other one for brisket. Now my son-in-law was along helping me, and I said, "Yeah." I said, "I put one in a stainless steel bowl. And I'll set it on top of one of the drums to heat it up. Cover it with foil. The other one I put in a double-walled stainless saucepan." I said, "That way I don't screw them up." Sure enough, I put my brisket sauce on my chicken.
Oh, God.
I wanted to kick my own butt so bad.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I told everyone else early in the video or early in the live. I didn't post. I posted it on Facebook this morning. I had technical difficulties, so I did not have a video. And basically, what happened? I shot a video last week. I think it was going to be a really good video. I did it on the gasser, but it still had some good smoke going on it. It tasted really good. The family loved it. And I pulled my card out of my camera, took it to my laptop, stuck it in, pulled up the folders, and I moved everything over to my laptop so I could get the editing process started. And I screwed up, and I looked at it and I said, "Oh no, I copied it instead of moving it." So I went over to my disk and I deleted everything so I could just clean up my disk for the next video. Then I realized that I had not copied it; I had shortcutted it. So
you
I did
everything.
I deleted everything and I could not get it back.
Oh, damn it!
So yeah, that was my technical difficulties.
I could see that happening. So
I was like,
no,
okay. So yeah, I just screwed up.
I just had to run out to the trailer because I literally right behind me is the front of my truck.
Okay.
On the outside, the trailer's still hooked to it. I brought in the maple syrup, the honey, and the spray so it doesn't possibly freeze overnight. The dirty dishes are laying on the floor of the trailer in a wash tub. I'll do them tomorrow. I've been up now for 16 hours.
Wow.
I'll wash them tomorrow.
There you go. Tom's back. Glad to have you back here, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
I'm trying to figure out the auto cucumber. I don't know what. Someone's gonna have to explain that to me. Actually, that's $1 million ideal tulips. That smell like me. Oh, okay. Can we make a mint julep? I'm getting old. I got to pull this up so I can read it. Can you make us a mint julep next? Maybe. If I can come up with some mint syrup, yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. I'm kind of wanting to do my. I'm messing around with my streaming tool. I do multiple cameras, and I'm having some difficulties figuring it out. So that's something I'm gonna have to study more. I bought some wrong cables for a couple of my cameras. We'll figure it out eventually.
I'm trying to. I see hi from John S. in the chat. That's not the other John S. I know, is it?
See, Jill. Yeah, Charlie. You know what? You see, Charlie's in the house.
Yeah, I saw him. I said hi to Chuckles on my way in.
Yeah.
Charlie, we had a guy there at this competition. Now, mind you, Omaha is the far east edge of Nebraska. We had 27 teams from 11 states there, including Colorado, Wyoming, Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Detroit, Michigan, and Houston, Texas. That's a long drive from Houston up here.
Yeah.
They were funny, though. They saw my Crocs and went nuts.
Something I've never owned, but I hear they're real comfortable.
Well, here's the reason why.
Oh, look at you. There you go.
They're Texas flag Crocs.
There you go.
Compliments of my favorite uncle.
I think Texas is about to go to war with Washington, D.C., I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think you can get to Nebraska in 3 hours. I can.
No, maybe in an airplane, Charlie. Long ass, boring drive across that state.
Have not been up that way at all.
The only one worse would be Kansas.
Kansas, I haven't. Yeah, that whole region I have not been to at all.
There ain't crap to see in Kansas or Nebraska until you get to the west end and you're in the foothills of the Rockies. That's the only thing there is to see.
I've been to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, a couple times. That's about as far driving. That was when I worked. I'm talking, good Lord, 30 plus years ago. I worked for a roofing company.
That'd be about 4.5 hours from me. Yeah.
So that's as far as I've driven. Now I've flown out west a few times, but as far as driving, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, was as far as I've made it.
Yep.
And that was work related. I worked for a roofing company. Good Lord, I was still a kid, based in Cedar Rapids, but most of the work was out my way. We worked in this whole region, doing roofing work. And vinyl membrane, a lot of heat welding involved, and tear off. I hated that job with a passion. Did not last very long at all.
Oh boy. No, I saw you were live, and I wanted to pop in real quick.
Yeah.
And share my misfortune with you. We did get a fourth place People's Choice Friday night for wings, but
Okay.
Our other meats did not fare so well this time.
Oh well.
There were some heavy hitters there. So
Well, it's you got to take the bad ones with the good ones, I guess. So yeah.
you got to remember, this is only my third KCBS 4-meat competition.
Okay. Yeah.
So You know, it is what it is.
So we all make those little screw ups from time to time. So
Well, the old brisket sauce on the chicken, not good.
gotcha. I think everyone else heard. I don't believe you were here yet. Uh, I'm slow in putting out stuff right now. Is because I was I'm changing jobs in my career, and that's been coming. I hinted to it a while back, but I accepted an offer with another company, and it's a very big, very big job.
You are finally giving up being a male porn star?
Absolutely. I'm getting a little older, man, and things just don't work like they used to.
Now, y'all gotta realize, the difference between Superman and Clark Kent was the glasses. That's
Glass.
the difference between Ken Rogers and Ron Jeremy, right there. It's the glasses.
The screen the camera's not as friendly to me as it used to, and so I thought I better go get some real work. So now now you know how I learned how to do video.
Yeah, through the adult cinema.
Yeah,
What do they call it?
I don't even know. I honestly couldn't name a site.
Call it profession.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't name a site. But let's see here. So yeah, Ken the porn star. Yeah, that one didn't take off. So I thought I better go out and get a real job.
Hey, you add a T to it, it doesn't take off either.
That's right. Oh my god! But no, so I'm changing jobs, and I went to. I'm assuming it's better. The money's a whole lot better, and so that's been coming into works for the last couple months, to be honest. But it finally happened, and I'm going through the process of transitioning right now. So that'll be interesting as it goes. Let's see here. That's actually something I kind of want to do as a travel cross country in an RV, maybe.
You know what? I'm telling you right now, I got a 36-foot Pace Arrow.
Yeah.
And driving one of them, it's tough because anytime you get passed by a semi, that son of a gun almost makes you change lanes.
I've heard that.
They are a handful. I'm telling you.
Do you run the sway bars and all that stuff on your trailer?
No, I have a drive unit. I have a RV, a Class C.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah. It's got a Triton V10 in it. It's 36 feet long.
Okay. Do you pull another vehicle with it, or?
Oh, I could pull my barbecue trailer with it if I only want to get about 3.5 to 4 miles to the gallon. Because I'm only going to get 6 miles to the gallon empty.
Oh, here we go.
The only thing that thing can't pass is a fuel stop.
Gotcha.
I'm curious about that.
We're on the same drink schedule here.
I got a 90-gallon tank in that thing, and if I drove it to Houston, I'd have to fill it up about every 350 miles.
Oh, wow. I follow some guys on YouTube that have a lot of the Class C's and are out there, and that they're full-time living, and I don't care to do that at all. But
if I do that, I'm getting one with the full Arctic package, because a year and a half, Mama and I are going to be empty nesters. So we're actually looking at downsizing. So I want to find a 20-foot toy hauler so I can throw my smokers and drums in the back and just drive around.
There you go.
But I will get the sealed underbelly with the Arctic package.
With the Four Seasons deal.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you.
And I might have to drive to Michigan to get it because my little cousin Jeremy works for Terry RV out in Michigan.
One of the guys that I watch on YouTube, again, he's full time. Just bought him a full Four Seasons rig, a Bigfoot. He had to go up in Oregon. I think they're made up in Canada or something. It's
possibly.
So whatever it was, it seemed like a good deal. But those Four Seasons deal with the whole insulation deal. That would, if you're going to be up north in the cold weather, I can see where it'd be beneficial.
Oh yeah.
What I got a question there. What's Kent drinking? What are you drinking, buddy?
Just some vodka. I'll have about 3 of these and I'm going to bed.
There you go. I ain't that far from bed now.
I got a shower and then I'm going to bed.
I hear you.
I tell you what, I even changed clothes after I was done cooking and everything. And it must be stuck in my long golden locks, but I can still smell the smoke off them drums.
I got my new heater for the garage, and I tell you what, I had that sucker heated up in the garage. I had to turn it down a little bit because it's been raining and it's cool and everything. Got that Mr. Buddy is what I bought.
Yeah.
I've got the hose attachment ordered. It hasn't come in yet, and I can't even find one local. I'm going to have to wait for it to come in, I guess. So I've been running the little 1 pound deals.
And those are spendy.
Yes, they are.
Because them 4 1 pounders, you get them in a pack, and they're like $22.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
A full grill tank, a 20-pound grill tank, costs you $22 or $24.
Yeah, I got a 20-pound tank waiting for it.
Kind of hard to hold that Mr. Buddy with one hand, that big tank on the other, and spin it on.
But I tell you what, it's funny because it's cold and damp and very humid out there. I went out and turned it on to come back inside for a little bit because I had a big project to do out there in the garage today. And I went out and the whole garage just turned to sweat. The floor was wet just because the floor is cold and everything. And I said, okay, this is going to be interesting. So I ice skated through the garage today working on my project.
There you go.
But it was warm.
Oh, yeah. It was warm. It was wet, but warm. It's like Florida in the summer. Wet, but
yeah, just wet.
So, all right, buddy. I got to jump off. I just wanted to come in real quick and say, hey.
No problem.
So, have a great what's left of your weekend. And next time, let's make sure we copy and not just transfer videos. Okay?
Absolutely. Take care, my friend.
Your tech tip for the week.
There you go.
All right. See y'all. Y'all take care.
Move, don't shortcut.
Yes.
Take care, my friend. All right, guys. Let's see what's going on here in the chat. Yeah, that was tricky because once I got that heat rolling in the garage, everything turned to sweat. And it wasn't that bad until I had to get down on the floor, the wet floor once a couple times and work on something overhead. But yeah, I'm sure I'm behind here. I'm going to take a second here and look at all the comments. I think y'all talking amongst each other, not to me. I've been in these live chats. I know how they go. One of these days, I'll make a drive across country for sure. I say that. I'm getting old, and I don't like. I tell you what, I backed into because I generally back in. I had some lettering or had a big banner put on my back window, Ken Rogers, just to advertise the channel. Ken Rogers Mostly Outdoors. It looks great, but I don't want to advertise when I'm at home, so I back in. That's not why I back in, but that's especially not why I back in. Because I was on the fire department for 20 years, and as a volunteer firefighter, you learn to back in. So when the tones go off, you can leave. But now that I'm getting up in age and my eyesight, you can see I'm wearing cheaters. I backed in the driveway the other night, and with the glare of everything, I literally drove off my driveway. I can't see at night anymore, so if I'm driving across country, it's going to be daylight only. Yeah, I could not back in my driveway. I lose track of the edge of my driveway. So yeah, there's that. That's part of getting old, folks. Your 20-pound tank, yeah. Now I bought. Let's see, just because I knew I was going to be out here working, I went out looking for some tanks, and I couldn't find any because when it's real cold, everyone's wanting the same thing. And I finally found some, and they were like a 2-pack for like, I want to say it's about $9 for 2 packs, which I thought was a decent price for considering what you used to be able to get them for $1 a piece. You know, the little 1-pound deals, but not anymore. So I was about like $4.50 a piece, so it's about $9. So yeah, so I bought 6 of them just to get me by, and if I've got the hose ordered I ordered at the same time I ordered the Mr. Buddy heater, but they're talking like end of February. It's going to be getting warmer then. I won't need it. But so if I keep looking at Lowe's or Home Depot, if I find one, I'm just going to cancel that order. But so far, I'm not finding one local at all. So however much work I still need to do in the garage, I'm going to try to use those 1-pound tanks. Just have to deal with it for now. So I love the heater though. Mr. Buddy heaters are doing a really good job. When I had it up on high, which you need 2 1-pound tanks to get it up on high to get that 18,000 BTU, it got really warm in there. After a while, I dialed it back to medium, which goes down to like just 1 burner, and it still kept it comfortable. Never a shortcut. Let's see, never cut in the hand. What's going to be? Yeah, that was a big mistake. Definitely shortcutted that. I thought I had copied it. I went back and deleted those. That was just like as soon as I did it, I realized what I did, and I couldn't go back and get those files. That was just sucked. Totally sucked. Yeah, the Mr. Bud. Yeah. North Carolina. Excuse me, guys. Let's see here. 14.50 a bit. Yeah. Old stinks want to be 21 again. That's what I know. Yeah, I'm only going back to 21 if I can take my 56-year-old brain with me. It's the only way I'm going back. Take my 56-year-old brain with me. You're still kind of stupid at 21. So, all right, guys, I'm not going to be on no 3 hours tonight. So we're going to tap this up here to about 5 or 6 minutes in this thing. You guys got anything else for me? Any questions? My sinuses are starting to go nuts. I'm going to have to go take care of that. Anything for me? And we'll wind. It's been a good for my channel. We've had a good little crowd tonight. I've been very happy with everything. We've held on that 8 to 10. I think I even seen 12 people on here one time. That's good for my channel. I'll take it. Weather report 45. Let me see what it is currently here in Louisville. Let's see here. Currently 44 degrees here in Louisville, Kentucky. currently it's a lot of rain. Looks like most of the rain is kind of moving out of here. It's literally, well, we got more coming. I'm looking at the radar. We definitely got more coming. And right before I went live here, it was, I'll tell you what, it got very windy, got very, a lot of thunder. But it really didn't rain much. I think most of that weather kind of missed us. So, yeah. Thank you very much, Michelle. God, I love all you guys. I really love getting. I went a long time without doing lives, so I'm glad I started doing them again. I want to start doing them fairly regular. I can't guarantee you every Saturday, but I'm getting a pretty good little crowd for Saturday nights. I enjoy that. So the nights I can, I'm going to go live. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. Sinus is not having knees or back or anything. Weather things. 15 degrees Celsius here. Rain seems to have. Yeah. I can't. I'm actually in a half basement right here where my office is at. Our office is a work in progress, but it's. I can't really tell what's going on at the moment, but yeah. But yeah, the sinus is actually in the last 15 minutes. My sinuses is really just kind of started. You know, what happens when your sinuses start going crazy? So, all right, we are hermits in the winter. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot in the winter. I try to still, even in the winter, if if it ain't raining or too freaking cold, I'll still get outside and cook. I don't mind filming inside. I'll be honest with you, I get more views when I film inside. I really do, but I just enjoy being outside cooking. That's where I want to be. But when I look back at my stats and everything, most of my views come from indoor cooks. It's not a police. I share a little bit of my life. I don't give everything, but I share what's going on with the channel. I share what's my personal experiences and some of it. I don't want to bore you with all the negative things that happen in everyone's lives. Any parent knows that none of every child is going to be the perfect child. We all live through it. So yeah, I don't share a lot of that stuff, but I try to share a little bit. Hopefully, it entertains you. I don't want to bore you with a lot of doom and gloom that does happen. I currently don't have any doom and gloom going on, but we definitely have. I don't tell about my time with the CIA. I definitely don't tell that because there could be a double agent type thing going on there, and then there was that time in the mafia. I don't talk about that because once you're in the mafia, you know the story. Just kidding. I'm not even Italian. Really more views from inside. That honest, Michelle, I really do get more views from indoor cooks. That's not my favorite cook. I enjoy doing it, but I prefer to be outside cooking. Yeah, I don't talk about my time with the CIA, CIA mafia. They both operate the same. Yes, they do. Oh my God, I'm kind of a mob geek. I don't want no part of that life, to be honest with you. But I've always been infatuated with the mob life, the New York mob. I probably know. I'm no expert on any of it, but I follow guys. I follow guys now on YouTube that former mafia. I don't know, Sammy the Bull Gravano. He's got his own YouTube channel now. He's the underboss under John Gotti that turned state's evidence, put John Gotti away forever. He's got his own YouTube. Pull him up, Sammy the Bull Gravano. Michael Franzese was with the Colombo family who walked away from the mob. I think he spent 10 years in prison. I believe what it was. I could be mistaken. He fell in love with a Christian girl and just walked away. Ended up going to prison for his crimes. But now it's kind of now he's on YouTube. But for a long time, he was in the ministry because he changed his life and he traveled around telling a story how he converted from being a captain in the mafia to becoming a Christian and got into the ministry. I think he still does some of that, but I think he's mostly just on YouTube now telling his story. To me, I'm fascinated how all of that happens and how you live that life. It's just really, really cool. And these are real mafia guys that were, Sammy the Bull was underboss in the Gambino crime family, and he went to prison, or he turned state's evidence. He spent a short time in prison. He got out, and then his family got involved in drugs, and then he went to prison for 20 years. Now he's out telling a story as an old man. So yeah, Sammy the Bull, or Sammy Gravano. If you look him up, he's got a great YouTube channel. Got a potty mouth. Yeah, he does got a potty mouth, so be warned. Yeah, there's that. I'm infatuated with those stories of how they live that life. Michael Franzese won't talk about murder because he doesn't have immunity. Whatever murders he's committed, he's not going to tell you about them. Sammy the Bull will tell you about the ones he's got immunity on, but he won't tell you about anything else. So there was like 19 murders that he was involved in, organized or was a part of, whatever, that he testified in court on. He'll tell you about those because he knows he won't go to prison over them. But anything else that he may or may not have done, he ain't going to tell you about those. So, yeah, good stuff. And there's a lot of other guys out there. Trust me, they all want to make themselves look good. But if you're into like true crime and the mafia stories, those are two good people to watch. So, yeah, drugs run the business, no question. Drugs did run the business. I think it's Sammy's deal, my gut feeling, because Sammy's crew, when he was with the Gambinos, he was not into drugs. He was into construction, that type deal. That was his industry. Not saying that he was against, obviously he was not against drugs, but I think when he got out west and when his family moved out west for protection, basically, I think his kids got involved in the drugs, and he got involved to try to protect them and ended up taking the fall for them, which got him, I think, 20 years. So, but he's out now, and it's all good. You dined at God? That's not true. There's a house, or a restaurant in Arizona that when Sammy the Bull got involved in, or out west, that he hooked his wife up in a restaurant. I forget what it's called now. I don't think he's got a piece of it anymore, but I think his ex-wife, technically. I think before he went to prison, he was involved in that little restaurant. I don't know how involved, how much crime stuff happened there, if anything at all. But yeah, I have to remember the name of that. Anyway, that's another conversation. I'm definitely a mob geek. I'm not an expert on any of it, but my deal is I don't want to be a part of that life. But I'm always infatuated on how the hell did they get away with all that for so long. So that's really what I look at on it. So yeah, Drugs run the business, no question at all. Henry Hill, no question. Yeah. Henry Hill was definitely very much involved. Problem is he got hooked on it, I think. Are you really a New Yorker? Really? Cool. I haven't seen Rexy, Cooking with Rexy. She's an old New Yorker too. Yeah. She's not there anymore. I think she's down in Tennessee now. But she's full on Italian. So she's up in that whole New York deal as a child. Yes, it's true. That's pretty cool. All right. Very cool. We need to talk. We need to chat. Yeah, don't hurt me. No, I'm kidding. I've honestly never been to New York. I'd love to go. I'd love to go to New York and visit sometime. Now you got to watch Goodfellas again. That's been a long time. Michael Franzesi's name is mentioned in that movie. Or Franzesi. Michael Franzese is how he pronounces it. He was in the Columbos. His daddy was Sonny Franzese, which is he was an underboss in the 60s. I think he recently passed away, maybe a year or two ago. It's one of the oldest living mafia guys ever. Got a 50-year stint. What I think he did come out of prison just a couple years before he died. Yeah. What's going on? Yes, I can barbecue. Yeah, I'm about to get off here, but yeah. You miss it. The Sopranos. I'm gonna have to, if I ever get time, I'm gonna sit down and watch The Sopranos because I've never watched a single episode. It's one of the shows I always wanted to and just never really found time. I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. I'm gonna have to go back and watch The Sopranos. I've seen clips of The Sopranos, but yeah, one of these days. I watched, as a matter of fact, one of the deals with Michael Franzese and his YouTube channel now. I don't know how much he does it lately because I haven't seen him in a few weeks. He was doing movie reviews, old mob movies, and one of them, or a lot of them, is he's not so much. He knows movies that they take liberties and stuff in the movies, but he compares how close they were to real street life. You know, this is Michael Franzese lived the street life. He grew up as a son of an underboss, so it didn't come up from the bottom up. He kind of come in at a little higher level, but knowing the street life, he kind of where am I at here? I'm sorry, I got distracted. But Michael Franzese kind of come in at a little high. I say higher level, like Sammy the Bull, for example. He didn't. Gotta watch French Onion. Should I write that down too? Sopranos and French Onion. I wrote down French Onion Soup. But Sammy the Bull kind of grew up from a young thug as a kid, doing a little street gangs and stuff like that. And originally he was in the Colombo family. Later, whatever happened, he got transferred to the Gambino family, and that's where he worked his way on up from there. But he was a young street thug who doing all crimes, thefts, break-ins, and robberies, whatever. Kind of worked his way into it. Whereas Michael Franzese was kind of born into it. Little different atmosphere. And there's others out there as well. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to me how people come into the life. And I want no part of living it. I just want to read it from the outside and be fatuous. Because while I'm a wuss, to be honest with you, I don't want to. I'm a fake gangster. And watch The Sopranos. Casino is a great. I've seen several of the movies. What's the one? a bad time because I'm drawing blanks right now. Time for me to go to bed, I think. That was the Bronx. I'll think of it. Something about the Bronx. What's the movie The Bronx? Sonny's the main character. Casino. I've seen Casino, but it's been a while. I've seen Casino. What's the other movie there? Goodfellas. That's been a long while, but I've seen Goodfellas. I'm trying to think of a certain movie that I can't think of the name of it. It's a Bronx Story, or what is that movie? Anyway, whatever. Yes, I am a mob geek. I'm just kind of an observer from the outside, I guess. Yeah, Casino too. I've seen Casino. It's been a while. Want to call it a Bronx Story? What is that name? What is that movie? It's gonna bug me now. You can't. You can't be made unless you're Sicilian. I think it's your father has to be Sicilian, not necessarily your mother. Am I correct? Am I correct on that? I just know what Michael and Sammy have talked about. I believe your father, in today's era, your father has to be Sicilian. So, A Bronx Tale. God, I knew I'd think of it. A Bronx Tale is another good movie. You'll think of it at 4 a.m. Yes, yeah, there's a lot of truth there. Yeah, A Bronx Tale. Yeah. What's his? I forget the main character's name. Anyway, 100%. Yes, 100% Sicilian today. I agree. I think over time, as things spread out, it become your father only. But yeah, back in the day, I agree with that. Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. We're pushing 2 hours now, and I'm a little tired. I got to change a wound on dressing on my wound, so before I go to bed. But I've had a blast. Went longer than I intended, but that's okay. You're right. I'm going to think of a lot of stuff I forgot today about 4 a.m. There's several of them out there. Some of them are better than others. I really like watching like the Franzese. He kind of compares them to real life on the street. And is this something that would have really happened in the family? And that's how he rates them. So, which is cool. I like that. So, all right, guys. Yeah, had a blast talking to you guys. We'll try to do this next Saturday. I ain't sure what my plans are next Saturday, but we'll try it again. And I hope to have a video for you next Saturday. And we're going to get back into this full swing as we settle into our new future. Everything's positive. I have nothing negative to say at the moment. I can cry a little bit about my mistake last week, but that's all I'm going to do is cry about it a little bit. It's all going to work out. So, guys, I tell you what, guys, we'll see you next week. And tell you what, God bless you guys. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.